And we visit with Titans head coach Brian Callahan.
Our segments with Coach Callahan are known as Callie's Corner, presented by SeatGeek.
Tajay Spears, 15 total touches in the game, had 66 yards and 2 touchdowns from scrimmage, but really, most notably, the kick return game. I mean, the 42-yard kickoff return. In watching the tape, was he close to busting it?
Yeah, he was. He was really close. We had to finish one more block there. That would have helped him have a little bit more space because the kicker was the one that kind of squeezed it down, and then the guy made a tackle. But had we had a little bit better block on the retrace, and he would have maybe had a little more space to make the kicker miss and make a cut. He kind of didn't have a place to go. He kind of hit it, and he just kind of got bottlenecked in there. But if we had a little bit better finish on the one block, he would have had more space to make the kicker miss and potentially take it to the house. And I mean, Julius Chestnut almost blocked that punt. I mean, it was like I thought he had it. I thought we were going to block punt to go tie the game, and we were so close to making a game-changing play on special teams. The 42-yard return, they were right there to block the kick, and now we just got to. That 42-yard return's got to be a touchdown, and that almost block has to be a block, and now you got something where your special teams now is really affecting the game in a positive manner. I think the way our special teams has played probably since like week 9, week 10, they've been fantastic. I mean, they really have. They've covered kicks, they've covered punts. I mean, they've down a ball at the 1. I mean, that's a game-changing play.
Coach, with it being Christmas week, the schedule is a little adjusted, but you've seen Jacksonville 3 weeks ago. So does that make it a little bit easier to prepare this week?
Yeah, it's an opponent that we know. We both know each other well. They know us, we know them. And there's not a lot of film in between. So there's, and everybody adapts and changes by game. And there's some things that maybe they've done a little more of over the last 3 weeks, or maybe they've played this coverage a little more. It just, there's changes, but it's not dramatic. And we know, the players, the scheme, what they're trying to get done. So yeah, it does the game planning process. Generally, when you're playing a team for the second time, especially in such short succession, is a lot easier just from a volume standpoint. There's not that much tape to watch, and you got a bunch of plays from the last time maybe you didn't call that you like that carry over to the next plan. So it makes it a little easier.
So how much time do you spend on that December 8th matchup?
I'll go back and watch it again. And different than, you're watching a game afterwards, kind of evaluating how people played and what you did, how you did this, that, and the other. When you get to this point now, it becomes just part of you're now watching that defense again. Different. You're watching more of the scheme, and you're watching the players, and you're watching how they played you and how they played your players. It's just kind of just flip your perspective from how did we play offensively to now how do they fit in with the other 4-game breakdown? How did they play us versus other people? All those things.